Hello guys, Jack Shears, this is Jessa, welcome to List Cloggers 2.0. It's pretty simple, we're the List Cloggers but the B-Tech version of Daniel Gorringe and Dylan Buckley.
What are we about? Well, we're about sports because we love our sports. What it's like being a list clogger, because I don't think many people know what a list clogger is. We're going to talk about it very soon. And helping people out, because Jack, me and you, we have some tips for people that can help in their day-to-day lives, and we'll do our best to help out. So let's start off with sports. Cheesy, we love our sports. This is primarily going to be sports, but also helping people out. So what are your footy predictions for this year? We'll start off, because I know you're a big Bombers fan, mate.
So what do you want to do, like who do you think's going to win the Brownlow? I'll start off.
Brownlow?
Yeah, Brownlow.
For me, my prediction is pretty straightforward. Your cliches, Lachie Neale, mate. He's going to go back-to-back. Last year, I predicted he's going to win the Brownlow. He won it. I'm predicting again he's going to win it back-to-back. Like all the Robert Harveys and so forth's done. What about yourself, mate?
I reckon a Patrick Dangerfield or a Nat Fyfe's going to win it. I reckon
Prediction, mate.
I reckon whoever wins it, they're going to win it. They're going to have won it before.
Oh, so a bit of like a veteran, like an experienced campaigner, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon those three big chance. I reckon Nat Fyfe last year had a quiet season. He was playing primarily forward.
Yeah.
I reckon this year, if he's back in the midfield, he can do some damage, become a free timer. That's pretty rare, Jack. There's only been like 2 or 3 free timers, so yeah, that'd be pretty special. And Paddy could win his second one as well. And what about, just briefly, we'll talk about last year's grand final. Who'd you tip to win last year? It'll be interesting to get your take on.
I'm pretty sure I had Geelong last year to win it, and I reckon they're going to win it this year as well.
You reckon?
I reckon because they got the best team in the AFL. I reckon they got the most complete team. They're just like that team that every single star player just wants to go to, and I reckon this year they could win it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the same way, but fair enough. Last year, I did think Geelong would win, though, but I think a few of our old players got run down. It was sad to see one of my favourites, mate, Gazza, the fucking dog hoover. Cochin bloody slammed him onto the turf, and his busted shoulder buckled. It was so sad, man. Like, what were your thoughts on that when you saw that? It was Gazza's last game, gets his shoulder bloody torn apart.
Yeah, it was sad. I reckon Gazza, the Ablett family, is actually one of my favourites. I reckon they're pretty entertaining to watch, especially in their prime.
Yeah, especially his dad is some crazy forward, kicking bags of goals, and then Gazza comes along, wins a few Brownlows, carries the Gold Coast Suns, and goes back to Geelong, and rest is history. But in terms of footy, we'll talk about Essendon, your favourite team. Like, obviously, you're going back to the draft. Lots of young fellas like North. What's your tip for them to finish in the ladder this season?
I don't think they're going to be doing too well. I think they're going to end up in the bottom of the ladder. I reckon they're going to get like 14th. Around there, like 14th, 15th, 16th. I don't think we're doing too good. I reckon we're going to go into the rebuild stage, if you know what I'm saying.
And what about your captain, Dyson Heppel? He's been injured the past few seasons. Do you reckon it's time for him to step down from the captaincy, maybe give someone else a run?
I reckon he needs to give a Zach Merritt or a Dylan Shield a turn in the captain's seat, because I reckon he's just getting a bit too old. He's injured most of the time. Just give it to Zach Merritt, Dylan Shield, or maybe even a Hurley. What about you? How do you think North Melbourne's gonna go?
Yeah, well, similar boat to you. We're obviously rebuilding. Got a few good kids from the draft. I could name a few, like Eddie Ford. He came from Yarraville. There's this kid called Phoenix Spice or something. He's like our height, Jack, and he's like our weight as well. That's incredible, and he got drafted, because he's speedy and stuff. That's a player to look out for. Imagine that. I don't think any of us. That's why we're list cloggers, because I don't think we'd make it to the AFL level with this type of build. Anyway, yeah, I think North are promising, like, let's say 5-year plan, but right now I'll probably, hopefully not finish 18th, not get the wooden spoon, haven't got that in like 30 years, but yeah, 15th, a bit lower than Essendon, but yeah, that's my prediction. We'll talk about, where are we, mate? We'll talk about soccer now. Currently we're filming. This year's Premier League is a lot closer. We love our Premier League, just soccer in general, but mostly Premier League. Jack goes for Liverpool, who won the title last year. I go for Leicester, who won the title a few years ago, 2001 or something. But anyway, the current ladder stands at Man U's on top, City second, Leicester's third, and Liverpool's fourth. So Jack, all our teams are basically pretty close to each other. What are your thoughts and predictions on who's going to win the Premier League, mate?
Yeah, it's going to be a close race. I reckon a few delusional Man United fans think they've already won it.
Too many delusional Man United fans, mate.
Well, I don't think they understand that we're one quarter into the season. We're barely even started.
Close to halfway, I think.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Halfway. Who cares, mate?
Yeah.
They still haven't won it yet. I reckon Leicester's actually a pretty good chance to win it. I reckon very underrated, but I reckon a very overrated team is Chelsea. They're absolutely stinkers.
Look at them now in 9th position. I know Anto, he's going to be a bit pissed at us talking about Chelsea, but Lampard needs to go, and Werner, pretty shit. He was offside against Leicester again. And the other German, what's his name, mate? Havertz. He's shocking, mate. Can't even pass the ball straight. Chelsea are in disarray right now. But
yeah, they've spent so much money on players who can't kick a ball. Timo Werner, that guy is absolutely shit. Didn't he miss like a tap-in?
Yeah, tap-in.
I reckon if you're missing...
Even we could have scored that.
Yeah, I reckon if you're missing tap-ins, I reckon you need to probably go back to the Bundesliga.
Yeah, he needs more fucking training practice or whatever, but just shocking anyway, Chelsea at the moment. And also, another team that's been shocking is Arsenal, mate.
Yeah.
One of their supporters, a few of them are pretty delusional as well. One supporter was saying the Foxes don't deserve to be in like the top 4 or something like that, but why are you talking, mate, when Arsenal are bloody, who knows, mid-table right now, and you're thinking that fucking other teams who are in the top 4 don't deserve to be there? Like, come on, mate. Yeah. Arsenal are just like Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, they're literally the 11th. I reckon at the end of the season they might be going into that relegation battle.
Yeah, they were earlier in the season, but won a few lucky games, I'd say. But the main thing for soccer in the top 4 right now is just maintaining the wins, not dropping points against those shit teams, which our teams have been doing as well. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we all hate Man United, they drop a few points. Yeah.
I reckon whoever wins the Prem, they just can't drop points to easy teams.
Yeah, like fucking Fulham and all that.
Yeah, we saw Liverpool, they dropped so many. I think they lost 4 points just as Southampton.
Yeah, in a 3-game run, it was shocking, mate.
Yeah.
And mate, I remember seeing a message or story. You were a bit pissed, mate. I remember. I'm not gonna name names, but you were on someone's story, and bloody, there was a whole row of accusations, and yeah. Talk us through that, mate.
Oh well, every fan's gonna be a bit annoyed when their team isn't performing. I was pretty disappointed at people like Bobby Firmino. What's the point of playing striker when you play as a CDM? It's just no point.
Yeah. But half your team's injured anyway, yeah. So.
Fun fact: we have 0 fit centre backs. So. 0 fit senior centre backs. So. That just goes to show how many injuries we're having at the moment.
That's true,
mate. So let's talk about high school. What is it like? What is it like?
Like worries and and things we look forward to in high school. I don't know, because school is we're lucky to go to school. Some people don't even get to go to school, but there's pros and cons to for most things, and school sometimes is questionable.
Yeah. So what's some things you worry about and you're looking forward to?
Man. Sometimes I worry about sacks, because you want to do well, you like study pretty hard for it, then if you don't get the desired score, you feel a bit down, but then you move on. You're obviously worried about handing in coursework, doing all this, or what else? Oh, being late. Yeah, I hate being late, so I'm always trying to be early to school, just on time. I don't want to be too early because I learned back in year 7, used to come like half an hour early. Probably like used to wait around in the like mentor corridor, standing around like an idiot. Yeah, so just on time. And yeah, and what I look forward to, mate, probably just like practice sessions for PE, lunch times where you just chill with your mates like you and all that.
Yeah,
just
the
have
basketball
fun.
courts.
Yeah, fuck around in basketball courts and all that, and yeah, just chill, bro. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a bit like you. I'm worried about like SACs, tests, exams. But yeah, I'm looking forward to have a few PE subjects. Yeah, lunchtime will be good, especially basketball. Well, maybe a rematch between Jerry and Tom.
No. Yeah, we're famous for our basketball matches. There was one match where I think we got fucking half the school to watch us play basketball. That was one of my favourite highlights of my high schooling journey so far.
That was intense.
Oh, mate.
And I remember you hit a shot and everyone went mad.
Yeah, that's when I was pretty try-hard, but now I realise I'm not the best with basketball, so just have fun, fuck around, just playmaking, just pass the ball off. Yeah.
Well, who won? Tom Norman did, yeah?
Yeah, he just won, but
it was like 4-3. It was like
no, actually, he won that one, but there was one in ADP class where I got everyone again, and then I smoked him. He got angry, went off to the bushes, man.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. The one in ADP where he got so mad that he was sitting in that like
the bushy area or whatever. Yeah, it's hard to describe it. Yeah, it's fun times. Yeah, and we'll move on back to sports. Obviously, we love our sports. So BBL, she's obviously past midway through the season now. Oh, fuck. Guys, the Sour Patch is floating away. Probably just eat a few and dump it in the bin. You can have a last few, mate. Midway through, I'm a Renegade supporter. Shouldn't be eating, but we're fucked anyway. Jack, your star supporter, what are your thoughts, mate?
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't been watching too much of the BBL, but last night I've watched the 2 Melbourne derbies and I was pretty disappointed last night.
I was pretty happy, but I went to bed because I thought we were going to fucking lose, but came back.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed about how the Stars are performing. Where are we, like 5th? But it's a very close
you're 3rd,
race.
Mate, yeah pretty
third,
close.
Very close race. Renegades are last, but
we don't talk about that. Yeah.
But I reckon Stars. I reckon they can make the finals.
Yeah, they probably will.
Making finals, but I reckon could win it.
Win it? I don't know. Sixers might go back to back, but
yeah, we do have a pretty good team. Hopefully Maxwell carries and Stoinis.
Who's your favourite Stars player?
Maxwell.
Yeah.
But I liked, I reckon my favourite Big Bash moment was the grand final between Renegades and Stars.
Were you there that day? I was there that day.
We lost.
I thought we were going to lose. I had Maxwell as my front cover on my Instagram page because I thought we were fucked. But then when we won, I had Dan Christian on the thing. It was pretty funny. Oh, good times, man. Good times. And my favourite player, which is Aaron Finch for the Renegades, yeah, he isn't performing. He got bowled around the knees yesterday. It's pretty sad. And yeah, hopefully he can make a few 50s towards the back end. Yeah. So, like List Cloggers, the original Dylan Dan, we're BTEC version, but still with the same shit anyway. We're trying to help people, so send through your question via DMs at ListCloggers 2.0 for next week's show. Jack, have you got anything you need help with, or mate, any struggles at the moment? Like, what are you struggling with? Like,
I don't know really. I've been struggling with that on the old PS4 with Foot Champs. So
Oh, yeah.
been struggling to get Gold 3 recently. But
So how many wins have you been getting in Foot Champs? So for those who don't know what Foot Champs is, it's basically a competitive version in FIFA Ultimate Team.
yeah.
Yeah. So how many wins have you been getting, Matt?
I've been getting, I think last week I got 16 wins. So I got Gold 3, almost Gold 2, but yeah, it's
16 wins?
yeah.
Oh, what do you mean you're struggling? That's good, mate.
Yeah.
16 wins.
I'm going to be opening my rewards tonight.
Gotta tell me what you get tonight, mate. But, yeah.
Might have to get Top Gun Tom to open.
Remember that time where I wanted him to open a pack? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Alright, so
Do you want to have a look at it?
yeah, I have it. We can
You have
show
it?
them.
Oh, yeah.
I have it too. So it's in my
Oh, it's one of the funniest. Chuck up the audio.
So many times, mate. No, not you either. Same party. Leave. These guys are trolls.
So for context,
Yeah, alright, give him context now.
These guys are trolls.
so for context, one time so previously the week one time this week Jerry did Foot Champs and he got a YouTuber to open his rewards and basically what happened was the next week we went into his chat. It was me, Anthony, Kang, and
Someone else, who knows, but yeah.
yeah, that was it. And we decided to go on his YouTube live stream and start spamming into the chat, Jez is a hacker. And basically everyone kept on spamming it. And the YouTuber Top Gun Tom,
Some weirdos, yeah.
yeah, and he got so pissed off at it, he just kept on saying, guys, can you please stop spamming Jez is a hacker? Everyone in the chat was spamming it. And then basically what happened was we were playing FIFA 20. It was like 2 hours after we'd hopped off the live stream, and he accidentally joins our PS4 party. It starts saying, oh no, these guys are trolls, please leave. Anyway, he stayed in for like 10 seconds. Luckily he didn't have his headphones in because we were absolutely screaming at him. And yeah, that was the story of how we got everyone to spam Jez as a hacker in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, no. What's your best wins, mate? 16.
Yeah, 16, and that was last week.
And what about the weeks before? Do you still average a similar amount, or?
Yeah, I usually get silver 1.
Oh, so that was your only week past silver 1.
Yeah.
Oh, so you need some tips. Would you get some tips off me? Yes.
Yeah.
Because we're giving each other like a few tips for today's episode, so you guys get the gist on how questions work. Basically, mate, just what are you struggling with? Like, yeah, attack or defense? Like, shocking defending, I reckon.
No, I reckon it's just there's just some games where I just go out and I just waste opportunities. Like I just can't attack. Like that.
What do you mean you can't get through their defense? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon if you can't do that, probably just pass around the back if you can do that. But if you do get the edge of him, let's say 1-0, 2-0, and you feel like it's a tight game, 2-0, you have like a bit of a breather, yeah? 2-0, just park the bus, pass it around the back, piss people off. That's what I used to do. But that worked for a few. You know those tight games, that will work for you. And if those games where it's 0-0, like close to 90 minutes done, try and go attacking, score a goal, because it's going to be tight. They'll be like tight as well, like they'll be shaking. That's what whenever I play, I start shaking.
Yeah.
Probably similar, yeah. So just get the edge of them, get the edge on them, then just have some fun, park the bus, piss them off, because yeah, then there'll be some hate messages which I've gotten before, pretty funny. Fuck.
What have you been struggling with?
Shit, what have I been struggling with? Not much, to be honest, but haven't been playing much. But yeah, so cricket, you obviously played a few more seasons than me, but the other day or a few weeks ago I got LBW'd. It was going down leg, the umpire's some bias as prick, but anyway, have you got any tips for me to not get LBW'd. Yeah, just give me some tips, Jack. I need them. I don't want to get LBW'd again.
So what I used to do was, when I was playing cricket, I used to be a very defensive player. I used to always just block. I used to go for like 5 whole overs just blocking the ball, not even making a run.
Oh, yeah.
So I reckon that's what you should do, just block, just stay in, and then you'll see, you'll notice like in your like 5th, 6th over, you'll start hitting them well, you start scoring runs. So I reckon just slow down your approach to the game.
Yeah, good advice, mate. The problem is, our coach, he gives everyone a go, which is a good thing, but sometimes you only get like 3 overs maybe, or yeah. So you reckon I should go David Warner style and just try and, the best way to combat getting LBW maybe is just playing your shots, just advancing down the wicket, trying to hit the fast bowlers down the ground or something. Is that something I should do maybe?
Yeah, I reckon that's something you should do.
Play more aggressive, yeah.
Go for a bit of a whack.
Yeah, yeah, because I think it was bullshit. I think I got hit on the pads 3 times in a row, and he probably didn't want to be biased or whatever it be. It was fucking going down the leg, man. I'm still salty about it. Anyway, should move on from all this cricket talk. I know a few people who hate cricket and probably get pissed about this, but we love our sports and we can't help ourselves. So,
alright, so we've got a few quick fire questions. So do you want to take it in turns? I'll go first.
yeah.
Alright, so Jerry, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Well, for me, I'd have it on pizza, and yeah, I feel like it just works, you know. Like you just eat it, like it tastes better with pineapple. And well, when I was little, I used to hate it, or just pick it out, eat it one by one, or just take it out and not eat it fully. But what about you, mate? Pineapple on pizza?
No.
No.
No, I hate pineapple on pizza.
So you just, if you order Hawaiian pizza, you just pull the shit out? Or?
I would never order Hawaiian pizza. I just don't like sweet and sour, if I'm being honest.
That makes sense. But yeah, it is what it is. My turn now. Who's someone famous you'd love to meet? Just one person, pick one, mate.
I reckon like a Marnus Labuschagne.
Oh, everyone's talking about him as someone. He's our top scorer, and yeah.
I reckon he's just a funny guy.
Nice dude, man. Yeah.
What about you?
Well, it'd have to be fucking Roger Federer, mate. You see the hat. I had to support him, get the hat. I've been waiting on this hat for like since I was fucking little, yeah. This hat came out like 1 month ago. Straight away I went and bought it. That's how much of a fan I am, mate. But yeah, some 2 good sportsmen there. You got the next quick fire question, mate. Bring it away.
Tim Payne out of captain or not?
I reckon we should keep him for the South Africa series, but probably maybe the Ashes. It's key for the Ashes, you know. We hate the Poms or whatever. We want to smoke him 5-0 again. So probably that. I reckon give like someone else a run. Like I don't want Steve Smith getting it again, but like maybe give Marnus or someone else, or Pat Cummins. Like give a fast bowler a chance. I'm a big fan of Pat Cummins, my favourite player. But what about yourself? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon you have to give him a few more tests. You can't just
and he's been good for us.
Yeah, remove him just from one bad test. And in my opinion, I don't think there was too much he could have done. Yeah, he made a few errors, but you know, everyone's gonna make mistakes.
True. What else? Any other quick fire questions? We'll try and do 2 more. And
Go on.
go.
Which one do you prefer, footy or cricket? Sorry for the sport, but
Yeah, probably footy. Even though I'm not playing it this season, it's just I grew up with footy. It was like, you know, your first love, man. First love, footy, man. Like probably same for yourself. Like brought up with it. Like did Oz kick all that. Played junior footy. Big North fan, all that. And it's just always gonna be footy, you know.
yeah.
What about yourself?
I'd prefer footy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just prefer it more. Because I had more fun, and I think I was way better at footy than cricket.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. And last one, because we're calling this podcast List Cloggers 2.0. So who's your favourite out of the 2, mate? Dan Gorringe or Dill Buckley? Oh,
I reckon it's got to be Dill Buckley.
yeah, he's got his own podcast or whatever, and
Yeah.
it has to be. But yeah,
What about you?
Oh, I was a big Dan fan back in the day. Like last year, he used to make these funny videos before he was on all this type of shit. And I watched Big Brother. He was
Yeah.
on that. It was I was addicted to that show. It was crazy. And now probably Dill because he influenced me with the podcast, and it's cool, yeah. And what they're doing with the list cloggers now, yeah, it's just probably Dill now, but yeah. And a new segment we've got. Everything's new because it's the first episode, but theories. Theories. Let's talk about like 5-year theories. Like, what do you reckon shit will look like in 5 years? Like similar or like a lot different? You reckon?
I reckon it'll look similar, but I reckon things like the new phone, like computer, that would all look so like futuristic.
Yeah, true.
Like I reckon everything will be like the same, like architecture will be the same, but yeah, things like cars and like phones, like all that technology will be very advanced.
Yeah, because let's quickly rewind it back 5 years, 2015, and we'll compare the 5-year plan. So like 2015, I think I was in what year? Grade 5, and you were in grade 4. But back then, probably these iPhones were a bit shitter. Yeah, probably. Yeah, not as advanced as that, but still pretty similar. Just no more of the fingerprints, and yeah, like social media wasn't as advanced back then. I remember growing up, like wasn't in like it was younger, but now we see kids who are back then we were 10 years old or something, yeah, but we didn't have social media back or as much advanced, and now kids 10 years old are using social media, so yeah, probably. And in 5 years time, I reckon more technology, like things we haven't seen before.
Alright, just quickly, wait, when did you get social media?
Oh yeah, good question, Jack. Love that, mate. I remember it was year 7, so it would have been May 2017. I remember going on Instagram. A few mates were begging me to get it like start of year 7, and I resisted until midway through year 7. And yeah, it's been there ever since. What about yourself, Jack? But before then, I had like Skype, all that. But you know.
Yeah, I had Skype as well.
What about yourself?
Yeah, I got it in year 7.
Yeah, so similar, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what's it like being on social media? Like, you find your screen time?
In year 7, did you like post any like cringy pictures and stuff?
Right, yeah. yeah, it's hard to describe the word, but it's like revelations now. We're just going back and dissecting the stupid things we've done in year 7. But yeah, I used to post a shit ton. I remember one time, I only have 4 posts on my account now, but a shit ton archived. I had like 60 odd posts where I just post like Rainbow Six Siege high kill games or all this funny as random shit. I remember I had an AFR record. I just took a picture. What about yourself, mate?
Yeah, I used to do that, but it was only for like a few months. Like I remember I used to whenever I used to like go somewhere with my family. Like I remember I used to go to like I went to like this random like walk, and I just took like pictures of it and just said like wherever it was.
Yeah. And now I feel like if we do go to those like locations with our families, just chuck it on your story.
Yeah.
Is a lot more chill. Yeah. But it's pretty funny how back in the day we used to use social media like idiots. And quickly, Snapchat, mate. We're talking about Snap scores. Apparently Snapchat is like this. I click on the friends list or whatever. Then there's like your astrological sign or whatever, your star sign, yeah. Then there's like your Snap score combinations, and if you're a Snap master or something, your average has to be like over 100k. If you're a legend, it's 100k and under. What are you, mate? What are you in the bracket of?
I don't know.
What's your Snap score?
Oh, it's like 60k.
Oh shit, sorry.
What about you?
140k.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, alright, I'm a Snap legend, or yeah, snap master. That's what they call it. Yeah, and Jack's a snap legend. Doesn't mean too much, but so if you have a snap score over 1,000, no, not 1,000, 100k, you're a bit of a tryhard, or snap a lot. And if you're under that, you just do streaks, casual or that. And for those people who have over 500k or a million snap score, what are you doing, man? Come on, man.
God, sorry, that's what I'm...
You might have to be a snap clogger instead. Yeah, aside from that, we should move on.
What snap?
There's snap cloggers everywhere. A million snap score. What are you doing if you're like, come on, man. And where are we? So holiday wrap up. Jack, what have you been doing on your holidays, mate? I'm not sure.
Well, I think after Christmas, I went to Anglesey, so near the beach for a few weeks, so that was pretty good. I reckon that was probably like my highlight of my holiday. What about you?
Well, yeah, first few weeks I had to grind the shit out of year 11 homework. You get like stack loads, but yeah, after that just saw some family in Dandy for Christmas, and after New Year's been grinding running as well, and now just started the podcast, so that's about it. And you know how you were in Anglesey, did you go surfing there or?
Nah.
No, not really, but hit the beach, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for a good swim. It's alright. Good place to go. I've been there a few times. Definitely recommend, because it's not too far of a drive, because back when I went to Nurad Gundij, that's like a fucking 4-hour drive, because it's past Geelong and Warrnambool, yeah. But it's a good 1-hour drive. Someone's having a smoko, shouldn't talk too loudly. And yeah, Jack, do you want to hit us off with this segment?
So tennis talk about COVID. What are your thoughts on the whole situation?
Yeah, so the tennis is back. I love my tennis. Bloody Roger Federer here. Sadly, he isn't playing, and don't think he has too many years left in the tank. He's fucking almost 40. Yeah. Pretty sad, man. I'm heartbroken, but aside from that, it's good to see the AO back. What they're doing with the lockdown. The athletes should be grateful if they're even playing, because if you make round one, you get 100k. That's like how much like someone makes in a whole year. But exactly, so they should be grateful that they're here, and the whole COVID situation is fine. It's not spreading out of control. So I'm perfectly fine that there's tennis going to be played. What about yourself, mate? What are your thoughts on the whole tennis lockdown situation?
Well, I don't mind tennis, and I don't mind watching it, but whenever the Australian Open's on, always give it a flick onto the tally. Always don't mind watching a few sets, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I certainly do, mate. Certainly.
Yeah,
do.
but I don't mind it, but I reckon like what you said. I reckon the athletes should be thankful that they even get the opportunity to play.
Yeah. And who's your favourite tennis player? Do you have a particular one?
Bernard Tomic.
That's a piss take, yeah?
Yeah.
I used to love watching him when he fucking tried, but then have you seen the funny clips where he like takes the piss and shit?
Yeah, and Nick Kyrgios. Have you seen the current affair about
Bernard Tomic? Yeah, he's a clown, bro.
He like drives Ferraris and stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, I count my millions. Oh, it's a funny as shit, bro. But yeah. Oh.
Nick Kyrgios also.
Kyrgios, yeah. Kyrgios. I think you're thinking too much about boring as Mr. Kyrgios, mate. Maths, mate.
Kyrgios.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Kyrgios.
Mate, you're having maths nightmares already.
Nick Kyrgios. I occasionally watch his like funny moments, and they're actually hilarious.
Yeah, he like doesn't give a shit, but he's a good guy. Like he has charities, and yeah, and that's where you get money on seats and shit, like with characters like him. Yeah. And we'll move on now. Too much sports, guy. Yeah, well, it is the sports podcast, but we do apologise. Not really. Psych. Yep. And the last topic basically is parties. Obviously, your birthday's coming up. How old are you turning, and thoughts on that? You just gonna have a quiet one, mate, or?
Yeah, I'm turning 15. I reckon I'm just gonna have a family party, you know, one of those ones where yes, family comes over.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Big party guy.
party guy.
Yeah, fair enough. And 15, mate, a good milestone because, well, you can start applying for jobs. You can now, I think, 14 and 9 months, but
Yeah.
still haven't found my first job. It's kind of embarrassing, but aside from
No,
that,
what you still do? I'm
yeah. What was I gonna say? MA 15, you can watch those. You probably have already, but now if you do get pulled for ID, you can actually pull it and not
Yeah,
get in trouble and shit. Yeah. Have you been called for ID?
yeah.
What happened?
In the movies,
Yeah, what happened? Like,
we were watching. It was with Ryan O'Connor, and we were watching. I don't know what movie we were watching. I think it was like Terminator or something.
yeah.
And he was like, the movie's MA 15 plus. We're gonna have to see some ID to see to make sure that you're 15 plus.
What did
then-
you guys say?
I just said, oh yeah, I don't have any ID. And he's like, well, you need to go to your school login and it will say your birth date. And then we're like, oh yeah, we're under 15. And we just walked off.
Oh, that's tough, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, because he literally wanted to see evidence.
Oh, and how long ago was that, mate? Like a year and a bit, or
Yeah,
a few
yeah,
years?
yeah.
Damn, man. It's pretty. You should have brought that up episode 1, but yeah.
What about you? Are you
What
gonna
about me?
Are you gonna have like an 18th or a 21st? Like a full party? Like,
Yeah, I'm
was that-
thinking of it, but yeah, we'll keep it low key for now. 16, I couldn't do much during lockdown. Yeah, I would have like got a few mates, but 17 this year, you know, this park is good. One of my mates is having a party here, but yeah, 16th is good here. Like, no, 7th, whatever, but yeah, because I want to have that one big day where you just celebrate and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself? Surely a big 18th or 21st, like one of those two, you pick either all and then yeah, just go all out.
Yeah.
You reckon? Yeah, and have you been to any parties with over 100 people? Because like, you know, my family, yeah, like some like third cousins or whatever, they've got like, they have big ass parties where they fucking invite like 500 people and they do it in this like big ass like reception type shit.
Yeah. Well, one time I went to a Lebanese wedding,
Fair enough.
and it was like had 500 people.
And
They literally invite anyone.
it's pretty sick, yeah, because like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd love to have like a bigger party, maybe not full reception shit, but yeah, just chill, yeah. Do you want to wrap things up or?
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to List Cloggers episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please follow us on Instagram at List Cloggers 2.0 and give us a review because they help us. Also, send in your questions so we can help you out. I'm Jack. This is Jerry, and we're signing out.